Hi everybody. Welcome back to my workbench. First of all, before I get into this, had a suggestion from a viewer who said that at the beginning or somewhere in all my videos, I should tell you what my name is. Well, it is in the channel address at Matt, whatever the numbers are. But anyhow, my name is Matt, M-E-T-T. Last name Probst, P-R-O-B-S-T. Maybe henceforth I'll just call myself Matt P, because that's easier. So Probst is not the easiest name to spell right. And I'm not related to Jeff, the host of the television show Survivor. But I wish I had his money. But anyhow, so I'll just call myself Matt P. I'll come on and say, hi, it's Matt P again, or whatever. But that's actually a pretty good thing, so you know who the heck I am. I live in South Central Pennsylvania, not too far from the state capital, Harrisburg. I live on the west shore of the Susquehanna River. So I am about an hour and 20 minutes from Baltimore, 2 hours from Philly, 3.5 hours to Pittsburgh, about 35, 40 minutes to Gettysburg. So I'm in that neck of the woods. Now you know. All right. Now, this is just a quick little video. I'm not going to be doing much here today, but I wanted to show you this kit. I've showed it on a couple other videos. I haven't had a chance to build it yet because I was into other stuff. But it's Pier 7 Fuel and Food from Mind Mount Models. It's a box full of fun. It says so right there. So now you know. Of course, it's HO scale. This is to go into my expansion area. There's kind of the picture on the box. So you can see there's a building up top on the pier, and then ramps that come down to a little floating gas station there with a single pump, it looks like. So I'm almost to the stage where I have all my pier buildings that are going to be on piers in that expansion room, except for this one. Maybe it'll be another one or two added, but I don't know yet. That's another area I actually want to start getting into and trying to at least figure out where the structures are going to be and where the rocks are going to be and where the seawall is going to be and the roads and so forth and so on. But I don't know. We'll get to that here at some point in this summer. So anyhow, this is just a short one. I wanted to show you this, do a quick unboxing with it, just so you know what's in the kit if you decide to get it. Waterfront kits are awesome. It comes with 2 sets of instructions. The first one is how to build the pier. Tells you all the tools you should use or have, different supplies you should have, how to do general instructions on how to do the decking and pre-assembling and the thing. Nice color photographs of the legs and so forth. The pilings, I should say, if I want to be technically correct. More here. So Ron does a really nice job with his instructions. So they're very easy to read, understand, and you have a picture right in front of you that shows you what it's supposed to look like. So that's cool. There it is, kind of pictures of it, how it's supposed to be with the railing on it. Looks like there's a jig template thing to make the railings with. That's helpful. There's the floating dock, how to make that, and the ramp. And that's what it's supposed to look like. Now, I don't have to use the building that came with the kit to put on there. I could leave it open and make it a fishing pier. Or I could put another type of building on it, one that would fit. But I'm just going to probably use the kit. The whole thing, everything that's here. Because I could just build the building and not put it on a dock and set it on dry land somewhere. So, all right, so that's that. The other set of instructions is the building itself. pictures of the walls, where your bracing should be. This is all laser cut wood, FYI, in case you didn't know and thought maybe it was plastic or something, but no, it's all wood. More color photos, show you how all the walls go together. Very nice. Here's how to do a stencil on it that says gas, signs and so forth, how to paint it, how to do the windows, doors, and the roof. And flip this around again. Here's how to do the shingling. And the other extra details and so forth. So all this stuff is in this kit. The back page shows you some other stuff about more signs and details. Look, we got birds there, and how to do a flagpole. I mean, everything is in here. It says, thank you, Ron and Michelle. Well, thanks, Ron and Michelle. I never got to meet his wife. I always met Ron lots of times at the Timonium show. But I guess the wife's home taking care of the house while Ron's selling his stuff. All right, let's open this up. Oh, sorry there. It's hard to do with one hand, to be honest. All right, here's all your strip wood. As you can see, it's color-coded. There, that focuses better. So you got yellow, blue, looks like black, and like a red or pink. There's also dowel rods in here, which is for pilings, I'm sure. So that's all nicely banded together. There's a little chart that'll show you what the pieces of wood actually are. And it'll say in the instructions which ones to use. So color coding it makes it easy. Put that on the side. In this True Value hardware bag, bunch of 3D printed parts. Hard to tell what they all are in the bag, and I don't want to open it yet because then I'll end up dropping something and losing it forever. Once it goes off the workbench, that's usually what happens. It vanishes. See, we ain't not going to open it quite yet. It looks like there's a gas pump. Got some boxes, crates, looks like tables and chairs. Looks like dock cleats down in there to tie up boats. What's that? There's another bag. This is the windows. Piece of string. Maybe that's for the flagpole. I don't know yet. Stencils. Windows are plastic. Most of these parts, it's like a grab. I don't know. Some are 3D printed. Some are like metal castings. All different. All right, we have another small bag. Different parts and pieces. There's our board walls. Or maybe that's decking. Yeah, I think that's decking for the pier. Got a little bit of roofing material for rolled roofing. Got a whole sheet of shingles. More paperwork. All your signs. There's another better picture of how to do your bracing. See, and there's your diagram I was talking about. So the ends of the wood pieces, red, green, blue, what they are. More there's signage. There's the flag. So open that up. There's your parts list. Show you what walls and stuff or what number. Oh boy, I can't hold this still. I should have put this on a tripod, to be honest. I'm doing it with one hand. All right, and there's more stuff about the pier. There's another strip wood sizes. I guess it's for the railings more. And the joists, how to put those together. yeah, this will take a little while. That's why I don't want to do a whole video on it from start to finish, because it would be like 2.5 hours long, and that's just like too much. Oh my gosh, I hope I'm not making you dizzy. The last thing in this box is a little chimney that's rolling away in there. Get the old chimney out of there. Nice little castings. So that's it. So what I'll do is I'll probably do a small video on the pier, and I'll do another one on the building itself, and make them kind of short. They are quite involved, and I've seen videos where people do like fine scale miniatures kits and Campbell's kits from start to finish, and they're literally hours long. And I know most people, they'll either skip forward and fast forward and miss half of it, and it's or get bored and turn it off and forget about it. So that's why I'm going to try to make these a little shorter and just cover the basics and what I've done so far on it and so forth and so on, and try to make them easily watchable in one little sitting. All right, folks, again, this is Matt P, and I will talk to you soon. Just wanted to give you a little look at this truck that I did, or I weathered up somewhat, that I got at the train show. It's Classic Metal Works, or Mini Metals, one of those. Just a tractor. It's a white. I forget now what year now. Boy, I can never remember that stuff. I think it was 1949, 1950 white truck. So I just gave it a little wetting. Gave it some weathering and dirt on the wheels. What I did, I took some painter's tape and masked out the window glass. Then I gave the whole thing a shot of clear TS80 spray from Tamiya. Seal it, give me a little tooth on the finish. Then I took a light gray weathering powder from Bragdon's, went over all the green, where you see green paint, went over all that. And that in the spray itself, that dulled it down. It's not bright and flashy and looking like it just came out of the showroom. The black parts on here where the fuel tank is and so forth, I took a dark gray and went over that, so it's not shiny black anymore. Just dulled it down. Just dulled this whole thing down. There were your trailer hitches. I took some black pastel chalk and a paintbrush and some water. Got the brush wet, dipped it into the chalk, and kind of just smeared it all over the place, and it looks like grease and so forth. I don't know how well you can see in this light, but there, it looks a lot better than just dazzling, shiny silver. Tires, got those wet, ran over them with some real dirt, put a little dirt on them, then sealed the tires so the dirt doesn't fall back off with another shot of that TS180 spray. Yeah, there's a little clumpy. That's a little too clumpy right there. I didn't even notice that. Oh, we could always put it downwards and nobody else would notice it either. So that looks a lot better. So I just wanted to show you that. Oh, by the way, it's happy Memorial Day weekend. So thank you to everyone who has gone on before and gave us our liberty at the expense of themselves. It's not Veterans Day, and it kind of bothers me when people are just like, oh, thank a veteran today. Well, they have their day. It's Veterans Day. This is Memorial Day to honor those who have passed in the line of duty. Alrighty, well, I don't know why I'm just winging around here. I'll see you now. Have a great holiday weekend. Don't eat too many hot dogs and hamburgers, and put on extra pounds. So I will see ya. Alright, another little quick segment here. Update on this whole section that I've been working on scenery-wise. So, I don't believe you've seen, but I've gotten all the rocks the whole way down there. So now you can see why I was sick of plaster and rock molds after quite a while, because it is quite a lot. And I still might want to add some more here and there. I do not know yet. But then I went ahead and just painted everything as not rock, just a brown. Won't see it. It'll be covered with vegetation and ground cover. But I did get that all done. Got all the rocks stained. They're not super detailed yet. So if you look at that one, it's pretty much all the same color the whole way through it. But I feel like I should just, start at one end and start working out, adding ground cover, adding vegetation, just a little bit at a time, adding some color to the rocks, adding some things like dirt could be on this ledge here, maybe things growing out of the rocks and so forth. So they are kind of just boring looking, all just one straight color. I'll need to hit them with a light dry brushing of white paint to kind of bring out the chipping and so forth that occurs on them. Some of them already have it on. I just messing around and did some. Guess you can see like there. I was just hitting the high parts with a dry brush with some white paint on it. So that's where we stand. What I'm probably going to do next, scenery wise, since that's all in there, is get this hillside done. I need to come up with a bunch of pine trees. Started the vegetation and ground cover on the slope there. Got to do all the top and go down here and around again, get all that done. I also started, while I was messing around, getting a road crossing in, just using strip wood. And yeah, so there it is. I was just trying to figure out this road itself. So it comes around the bend here, crosses 3 tracks. Come hither, pretend to go off the edge. Then we'll have another road that comes in this way and goes down in that general direction somewhere. All right, that's it. Bye-bye now. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We're getting close to 900 subscribers already, which is awesome. Thank you to all of you. I will see ya.